two things. CD concept for apparel, good at it. Okay. The next thing we're gonna have is the Aunt May all-purpose seasoning, complete seasoning. I had to give somebody my bottle, so I'm gonna come back again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace that label and give it the original label. Alright? So we don't have anything that looks unhinged here. Okay? So this is the Aunt May 13 blend official seasoning, meaning you use this on anything. Basically when you use this, you don't have to use anything else. But guess what? Because, you know, I come from a family of what we do is basically flavor. We do flavor. Like again, I say with the apparel stuff, this is an apron, which is done by CD Concept and Apparel. There we go again. That's the logo for CD Concept and Apparel. Alright. We have another logo that we use, which is called Kuya. So been wanting to use this logo as the main brand, but I got mixed up with another company, so I'm structuring my own brand. So here we go, in my own print, shirt print, apron print. Alright, let's go. So today we're going to be doing curry chicken. Alright, and when I said curry chicken, I don't mean chicken curry, I mean curry chicken. Alright, so what we're going to do, the chicken is already cut up. In one of my other videos, I did parts the chicken. Alright, so first thing first, getting this thing, and we're going to mix the curry and the chicken. Alright, so basically we'll basting the curry with the chicken. Alright, we ain't gotta put a lot on it. I just did 3 teaspoons. It could be 2 tablespoons. Alright, but I use 3 in here, and that coats the chicken itself. Next thing I'm gonna add in here, I'm gonna add the Aunt May 13 blend in here. Alright, so Aunt May 13 blend. We need more thing on this, so we're gonna pop this in, and that is measured in about 3 spoons. Alright, some salt in here as well, and we're gonna mix that up. This 13 blend is very potent. When you mix it, it literally takes, when you put it in anything, it literally overpowers the room. So basically, this scent that's in this room, and for me personally, I love my I love when food is being seasoned. So I'm gonna add some more to it. So that means my food is well seasoned. So I mix that up. Okay, and that's mixing up the chicken with what is called a dry rub. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some onions to this. I'm going to make it real simple today. I'm not going to go wild with the other seasoning. Just going to go and for me, I use a lot of onion. So that's my main thing. You could use half of an onion in this, but I do not cut onion and put it down for next day or next use. I use 1 onion, but at the same time, I'm a lover of onion. So, you know, to me, it doesn't matter to me. It's just one of them things. So we're gonna pop all of that in there, and then can't leave out the Scotch bonnet. Okay. I don't expect anybody to visit me. This is this is just for me. But if they visit me, yes, they can get it. But you know, I love my stuff spicy. I love flavors. I like when the flavors drop off and stuff. So we drop that in. I'm gonna use one more seasoning on this. Get this out the way. One more seasoning on this. And yes, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I've got some of my green seasoning that I don't use, or I can't find a lot of it at any given time. What I'll end up doing is buying and freezing it, so basically I don't lose it over time. It doesn't stay in the fridge and rot. So I keep my flavors, so to speak. I'm currently growing this one too, because this is a very hard to find seasoning. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. Mix this down real good. And normally, I would say season this overnight, but me personally, with the Aunt May 13 blend, I mean, you can season this like 1, 2, 3, and it's seasoned, right? I'm gonna get some of my thyme up in here too. Grab the leaves up in there. Everything from me, I love my thyme. I'm gonna grab the other fresh thyme too. So I grab my own fresh thyme, which I do cook, which I do plant. So this one is called Cuban thyme. It's got a bunch of different names, but it's very potent also. It has a lot of medicinal features to it. I just got the plant like about a year ago, and I start spanning it over because you can't find this. So with that said and done, we're gonna mix that up. Mix it up real good. Again, this is curry chicken. If you do like a bottle of the Aunt May 13 blend, yes, you can reach out to me and we will ship it out. Alright? So now that is seasoned, I'll put that to the side. Alright? What we're going to do is, I'm making this just for me. This is just for my dinner, so to speak. So we're going to run through this cabbage. Woo! through this cabbage. Put up the next half. Gonna pop that off. Let that sit there. And this is straight from the farm. So this is gonna be boiled. Get me another pan and we'll get that washed. Get it soaked for a bit. And this is really ready to go. Start cooking. So we're gonna flip this around pretty much and get it going. Yeah, cabbage is one of those things can be eaten raw. Shouldn't be boiled out, shouldn't be cooked out. Just take your time. Barely run the hot water over it and it's pretty much ready. Alright. So let's flip the script. Right here is where we have that stuff going, and we're gonna pop this on. It's a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon. Alright, so one of the things to do with the curry is to actually get the flavors popping in it. So when I say get the flavors popping in it, I mean this is a process that is called burning the curry. Need some water over here into a bowl. Alright, let me get that again. So I wet that, I shouldn't have wet it. Okay. Got the other spoon over here. It's good. So now you can see the smoke coming from out of this. So that meaning it's been burned. Pretty much also the curry has been activated. And like I say again, this is curry chicken, not chicken curry. I'm a Jamaican, I'm not from any other place, and we ain't gonna fight about it. This is curry chicken. Alright, so see all that smoke coming up right there? That means it's been brought. So now now that that's been burnt, we're gonna have it infused in the oil. Okay. Now that's boiling up. Now it's time to actually have this circling around. Mixing it up real good while the hot oil is boiling also. So we want to get the oil real hot so the curry is going to infuse into the oil. So now we grab this bad boy and we start chucking everything in. Some people like to say, where is the potato? And some people are used to potato in their curry chicken, so to speak. Woo! So all that oil that was in there got completely covered by that stuff. Then we're going to pop some water in here now. And this is where this spot is going to cook down and do its thing. In other words, it's going to simmer down and make its gravy. The best cooking is done in a Dutch pot. When you cook food like this, Jamaican food, like meat, the best place it's done, it's in a Dutch pot. The Dutch pot just really handle that heat. And take care of it. So, like I say again, this is called curry chicken. So, that's what it looks like before it really start cooking down. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to turn this down a little bit more and keep it so that it covers and cook. Now the other one, which we just did, and like I said, I make food look real simple. Alright, I make cooking looks real simple. Alright, so what we're going to do is turn this on and get some salt into it. And they're going to argue, a lot of people will say, why you use so much salt? Ask yourself, ask the doctors that question when you go in the emergency room. Ask them why they strap up a whole ton of salt to you if you ever visit the emergency room. So first they want to get you hydrated, making sure that your body is capable of handling fluids. So that's the reason for using so much salt. So now this water is set up, going, and what we're going to do is pop the cabbage into it so the cabbage can be partially cooked. It's not gonna cook where it has like, let's say for instance, it's not gonna be where, it's gonna be translucent. It's still gonna have the green foliage into it, meaning you don't overcook it. It's not overcooked. All right. So back to me again. Downers Food and Lifestyle Channel. There you go. Aunt May 13 blend seasoning. We do everything here, right? We set it up and we get it out. We have customers who, I think the time before this, the video before this other one, someone called in and asked for it. We had them on the phone. You could go back and check for yourself, so it speaks for itself. Taste, number one. You don't have to have this in a pot for it to really give you, let's say for instance, a taste test, so to speak. It speaks for itself in smell, taste, without putting it on anything. You just put it, pop some in your mouth, and there you go. And as well as basically anything. Alright, so thanks again for joining in. I'm just going to take a breather, and I'll come back when everything is almost finished, and then we just plate everything so that you can see what dinner looked like. So that's going to run about roughly about 45 minutes for the chicken. Alright, thank you again. Peace out and bless. Thank you for joining us.